Good, happy Tuesday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to Hollywood Dirt Report. Let's get started. First up, Linda Thompson opens up about Caitlyn Jenner marrying Kris after coming out as transgender. Let's take a listen to this video from Entertainment Tonight.
With all my heart, believe that the governor has mishandled this crisis. And it's sad.
Well, imagine if the loves in your life had the names Elvis, Bruce Jenner, and David Foster. You'd have a lot of interesting things to say, and Linda Thompson sure does in her heartfelt new memoir. I joined Linda at her home in Malibu, where she opened up about possibly being the very first person to learn the secret that Jenner was hiding 3 decades before the world would be told. Call me Caitlyn.
My world collapsed when Bruce came to me one day and said that he identified as female. So it was, 30 years ago, it was very difficult to comprehend.
Their 2 sons, Brandon and Brody, were very young when Caitlyn opened her heart to Linda. Back in the 80s, Linda says she was naive about transgender issues. E.T. visited the then married couple at their home in 1982.
She's my best friend, she's my lover, and we do practically everything together.
That's absolutely true. I mean, and you look at that and people say, well, weren't there any signs? No. Did you know?
No.
Would you have looked at that remarkable man and have any idea? No.
When was the first time that you saw her as a woman?
I was invited by my then husband to come to New York to be with him on a weekend trip. And I thought, okay, maybe we can get past this, put everything aside, and we can move on. And when I knocked on the hotel door, she opened the door as Caitlyn, as we now know her, full makeup and fully dressed as a woman.
How did you react? What happened?
I crumbled. I just think I fell down in the hall of the hotel. I crumbled, and she was very apologetic. She said, I'm very sorry, but I just think you need to see who I truly am.
In her book, A Little Thing Called Life, she reveals their marriage came to an end about 6 months after Caitlyn's revelation. But then Caitlyn goes on to marry Kris. When that happened, what went through your mind?
I was thrilled. I was so delighted. I was. And again, in my naivete and ignorance, I didn't know that she was still repressing who she was. I was thinking maybe he has found a way to repress this further and to move on with his life and to find a partner and a new life. I was thrilled.
Today, she and Caitlyn are grandparents to their son Brandon's 1-year-old daughter Eva. And looking back, she accepts how life has played out.
I'm so grateful that she didn't tell me, because I wouldn't have married her and I wouldn't have had the 2 most wonderful gifts of my life, Brandon and Brody.
Linda also has the gift of writing. She is an Oscar-nominated songwriter and has co-written hits for stars like Celine, Barbara, and this Whitney classic.
I feel like I have experienced so much. It's been fascinating to use that as a resource for some of my writing.
In the 70s, Linda had a passionate relationship with Elvis Presley, whom she says was actually a quiet, shy man. And now single after her divorce from second husband, music producer David Foster, Linda's life revolves around her family. How often do you see Caitlyn?
I don't see Caitlyn that often, but when I do, it's very cordial. I'm always delighted to see her. And we get together in family occasions, like Eva's first birthday.
What do your boys call Caitlyn now?
Dad.
They do?
Yeah, the boys call
her Dad.
Caitlyn Dad, sure. She is their dad.
And Linda said it was actually her son she wrote the book for, to chronicle her history for them, because she knows at some point in the future they may have more questions than they do today.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Now let's take a look at your celebrity birthdays for today. And your celebrity birthdays for today, Kobe Bryant is 38. Chessie Konzes is 21. Grant Koch is 14. Nicole Lulan is 16. Seth Currier is 26. Jeremy Lin is 28. Samantha Champman is 39. Chris Galla is 29. And Scott Canahan is 40. And that does it for Hollywood Dirt Report right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a fantastic Tuesday night. Good night, everyone. Bye.